Hello student. Now let us discuss our next thermodynamic state function is what? Entropy. Okay. Before going to that, we should come to know again some terminology. What is that? Spontaneity. In that we have the spontaneous process. Okay. Already we discussed we have some thermodynamic processes like adiabatic process, isothermal process, like that. Here we have some spontaneous process. Okay, let us see here what is the exact meaning of spontaneous process and non-spontaneous process. Okay. So before going to exact what is the definition of spontaneous process, I will go for the example. Okay. Here we have the examples what? Falling of water from height. Okay. So if you see here falling of water from height, do we need any force? No. Okay. Without any force, it will be come down itself. Okay. We does not need any external assistance thing, but we does not need any external support. Okay. And if you see here, this process is irreversible. Okay, because it will be come from top to bottom. Okay, means it's coming from the falling from height to it's coming down. So here yeah, if you go for the pumping means that is different. Okay, we are using some external support, but without any support means naturally is it possible to go from lower to higher water? It's possible? No. Okay, means falling of water from height. Okay, so it's going down means without any external support, and process is what? Irreversible, means you can't go for reversal without any external support. If you using external support means that is different story. Okay, so naturally it does not go it does not go again back to the the height. Okay, next, hot water cools down in room temperature. As you know very well, for example, you are keeping the cup of tea in the environment. Okay, once you know very well, it is cooled down after some time. Okay, so do you need any external support? Without any external support, what happens to losing this temperature? Okay, means the process is what? Reversible, which is not irreversible. Why? Because means here once it is possible to go from the high temperature to low temperature, but it's not does not possible to low temperature to high temperature. Means the cup of tea, is it get hot itself? No. Okay, at that time what happened? We need external support. So here what happened? Hot water cools down in room temperature without any support. Okay, burning of food. Here you know very well, once you keep some conditions, if you fix properly, once you fire the wood, what happen? It will be burn itself. Okay, it is also what? Burning of food also here example for spontaneous process. Now let us see the definition. What does spontaneous process mean? Process that takes place only in one direction. Okay, or has potential to take place in one direction without any assistance once proper conditions are set are called spontaneous process. Okay, spontaneous process is irreversible process and may only be reversed by external agency. Here see, only one direction. You know very well, falling of water from height. Okay, it will take place only one direction. Okay, without any external support. Okay, and this process was irreversible and may only be reversed by some external agency. If you go for if you want to go for the, you know very well, pumping of water will takes place from what? If it is you know very well pumping can be done with the using some motors. That is what you are using some external agency. But the process, if you go for the naturally, what happens? It's irreversible. Okay, here again without any assistance of one's proper condition are set are called spontaneous process. In this case, if you see burning of food, if you go for the one proper condition, if you set what happen, it will be happen. Okay, that is what? Irreversible process. Why? Because means again you can't get back the what? Wood again. Okay, we won't get the wood. Okay, so this type of process called as what? Spontaneous process. Okay, so the process, it has to be take place in one direction or without any assistance of one's. Okay, you should not take any external agency or external support. That type of process called as what? Spontaneous process. Now let us see here non-spontaneous process. Okay, here what happened? This is a process which has no natural tendency to occur or non-spontaneous process, means naturally they cannot occur. For example, okay, I will go for the example. Here they do not occur at all naturally. Okay, they are not going naturally. They stop when externally energy supplied is stopped. For example, electrolysis of water is there. As you know very well, water does not undergo electrolysis at normal condition. Okay, once you go for the electrolysis, means if you once applied electricity, what happen? There is a electrolysis of water takes place. Once you here stop the external support, what happens? It's going to be stopped. Means if any external support is there, then only it is possible. Okay, that type of process called as what? Non-spontaneous process. Here you can, I am going for the definition. Here what we have? Process which has no natural tendency to occur are called non-spontaneous process. Means naturally does not undergo electrolysis water. Okay, it is naturally does not occur. They do not occur at all naturally. Okay, here if you see, naturally water does not undergo electrolysis. They stop when external energy supply is stopped. Here as I told, once your electricity is stopped, what happened? Electrolysis of water going to be stopped. Okay, that type of process called as what? Non-spontaneous processes. Okay, next let us see here. Here we have some doubts. What is that doubts means? What is the driving force of spontaneously occurring changes? Here see, we are telling some reactions are spontaneous, some reactions are non-spontaneous. Then what type of force is helpful for this? Okay, what is the driving force for these type of reactions? Okay, one doubt. Second doubt is what determine the direction of spontaneous change? Here if you see, if a reaction is going for the forward direction or backward reaction, means what determines here the direction is going depends on what? Okay, so if you see here, first if you assume, is decrease in enthalpy a criteria for spontaneity? Okay, here we are telling the driving force maybe. Okay, what we got doubt, driving force is what? Once what I assume, okay, maybe is decrease in enthalpy, means once enthalpy decreases, that is a maybe reason for the spontaneity. Let us see some observation. How means based on what observation am I telling this one? This is not final, I am telling maybe. This is a maybe enthalpy once decrease, maybe it leads to a spontaneous reaction. For example, if you go for the observation, let us see, water falls down the hill to lower potential energy. Okay, sorry, water falls down the hill to lower the potential energy. Here simple, what is the meaning of this means? See, water is falling down. Okay, so at that time what happened? Potential energy going to be decreases. Means what happened? Energy going to be liberated. Nothing but delta H is minus in this case. Delta H minus means what? Enthalpy is going to be decreases. Okay, so it is taking place naturally, means okay, maybe if delta H negative, maybe the reaction means that is called as a spontaneity. I am thinking that one. Okay, next second example, if you see, heat flows from hot body to cold body to lower its energy. Here also you know very well, hot body to cold body means, as I told, if you keep the cup of tea, what happens? It's going to lose the temperature. So the cup of tea having the more temperature, environment having the low temperature. So what happens? It's going to be lows. Okay, so here also what? Delta H going to be negative, means my system is what? The cup of tea is going to lose the energy. So delta H negative. Maybe based on this also what I am assume, okay, decrease in enthalpy also, maybe it leads to spontaneity. Why? Because means here without any external support is going to lose the energy. Okay, wood burns to lower its energy. Here also burning of wood also what happens? It will happen. Why? Because means want to decrease its energy. Means here also delta H is negative. Mean based on all this observation, I am going to for one conclusion, that is what? Process which are exothermic, mean delta H is negative, are spontaneous. Okay, why? Because means in three cases, whatever that may be, I saw the observation, in that what happened? The energy going to be decreases of the system. Means water flow, what is the water flow I am observing? That is my system, it is going to lose the energy. Here delta H is what? Negative. Here also it's going to lose the energy. Delta H is negative, means all these cases are delta H is negative, means what I brought the conclusion one, that one, okay, process which are delta H is negative means decrease in enthalpy is a criteria for spontaneity, I thought. But okay, here hold on. Okay, we have some doubts. Let us see some more spontaneous reactions. Okay, if you go for the few spontaneous reactions, for example, here N2 plus O2 gives rise to NO2. Here enthalpy, if you see the enthalpy delta H, we have the positive. This is a spontaneous reaction. Okay, but here if you see the delta H, what we have? Positive, means it's an endothermic process, means here for this reaction we need the energy. It is does not going to lose the energy. Okay, next if you see the graphite plus sulfur gives rise to carbon disulfide. Okay, here also what happened? Delta H is positive. Here means once you thought the delta H is negative, reaction is spontaneous, means here we have the few reaction in that delta H is positive, still the reactions are what? Spontaneous. Means final conclusion, what can we do? Decrease in enthalpy may be a contributory factor for spontaneity, but it is not true for all the cases. Means maybe if it is decreased delta H, one of the factor, delta H negative, one of the factor were the contributive, but it is not the final. Okay, sometime it may be positive. Why? Because means already we saw here in a few of the reaction delta H is positive, but still the reaction is what? Spontaneous. Means here maybe one of the factor, but it's always, you cannot tell conformly that okay delta H negative means reaction is spontaneous, means you cannot tell. Okay, next if you see here again entropy and spontaneity. So here we saw the few reactions and delta H is positive. Okay, so still the reactions are spontaneous. So here we have the delta H positive, means the reaction we cannot decide based on the delta H value. In that few reaction, for example, here we have, here let us see one example here. I have the gases. Okay, two gases have. Okay, we have the in a box and I have the partition. Okay, for example, this is gas A, gas B. Here red color gas A, red color, here blue color we have the gas B. Once I remove the partition, what happens? They are going to mix together. You know very well. For what mixing of gases, we don't need any external support. Okay, they are going to diffuse itself. Once you remove the partition, they are going to be diffused fastly. Okay, they are going to mix fastly. So if you see here, there is an increase in randomness. Randomness means you know very well. There is a irregularity is more. Why? Because here you can say this much gas is here, this much gas you can tell here clearly. But here, can you tell properly? No. And if you see randomness will be more because the value will be available more for the motion of the particles. Okay. So here what happened in this case? Here see. Let us examine such a case in which delta H 0. That is, there is no change in enthalpy, but still the process is spontaneous. Diffusion of two gases into each other in a closed container. Example, what I am doing and what I am giving means, here if you see the delta H, okay, few of the cases what happened, delta H is 0. Generally what we are telling, delta H is negative means reaction is spontaneous means we thought that one. Okay, but few of the reaction like this, here delta H is positive, still the reaction is spontaneous. Okay, so we cannot tell based on the delta H value. And few of the reactions, for example, here diffusion of two gases, delta H is 0 means there is no exchange of enthalpy. Okay, so in that cases what happened here, if you see the value delta H is 0 means the reaction is still the spontaneous. So you cannot tell the, only by taking the based on the delta H value, you cannot tell the reaction is what? Spontaneous or non-spontaneous. Okay, here to explain this one we have to introduce next thermodynamic state function, that is what? Entropy. Okay.